Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2019 and the Season Resurgence with BFC Dynamo, and today we start season number 4 with the club, and of course we're still in the Liga after a good mid-table finish last year. I think it was 12th we ended up in, so we are here for another season. We'll see if we can push on and maybe get into the top half this year, but for now let's just focus on trying to stay up again. So today we are playing Ireland in our first match. It's a home game. The opening days, so far it's been a heavy loss and then a win and then a heavy loss. So that should be a win today. Then Ireland, I don't know where they're expected to be. I haven't had a look at the media predictions yet. I'm imagining we're going to be close to the bottom again, or maybe even bottom, just because of who we are and because we were expected to finish bottom last time. We didn't. So they might be nice to us, or they might just stick us in the bottom again. Who knows? We'll go through a few transfers that I've made. There's still about a month left in the window, and we'll go through the friendlies that were played off screen, which I didn't manage. They were managed by my assistant, as I always do now with friendlies, just to save time. So looking at the season preview, we're actually not expected to finish bottom, but we are joint with Ingolstadt 2 to go down. So they're still expecting us to get relegated this year, but just not finish bottom, which is better than last year. The new teams in this division, Hertha 2 are back here after winning promotion again to the Liga. They were in the regional with us in the first season. Went up, went back down, and then they're back up again. And we're also joined by Köln 2, who have been promoted, and as well as Stuttgart 2 as well. Relegated from the second tier, Augsburg, who I think got promoted in the second season. Now, Hansa Rostock are also here, a team that were in East Germany with us all those years ago. So they are now in the same league as us. Okay, so we'll start off by looking at what's been happening in the transfer window. So a few players left at the end of their contracts. Two notable players, Philipp Schultz being one of them, who's been here since the start of the save as the central midfielder. Just not really good for us anymore. He only played 5 games last season, only one of them being a start. Yeah, wasn't really any use to us anymore. We still need to try and get another midfielder to replace him. We've got a young one, but I think we need like a first team midfielder. Just so that we've got like a bit of backup, because we have 4 central midfielders at the moment, 2 sort of playmaker minded and 2 that are sort of defence minded. I think we might need 1 more. Nico Weisner's also left the club. He's been here since the first season and did not play a single match for us. He might have played some friendlies here and there. He played a lot of friendlies, but didn't play a single actual competitive match for us just because Bernhard Händel played every single match. Wasn't happy about it, so he left at the end of his contract. So I do probably need to get a backup goalkeeper, although we do have a decent youngster that we could play if needed. Ricardo Marchiori is in the first team. He's got 5-star potential still. His current ability, it was at 2-star, it's back at 1.5. But he's got some good attributes. He's got good determination. Some of the goalkeeping stats are good as well. So we'll see if we can maybe give him some games if we get like a... I don't think we haven't got any cup games again. So I don't think he'll play. Do I trust him to play if Händel's injured? I don't know. I think we might have to get a backup in. But he's wanted for loan, so we could loan him out if we're not going to play him, if we get another goalkeeper. We'll decide that in the next month. As I said, window's still got quite a way to go. In loan news, Max Kolke is here for another season from Dynamo Dresden. So he is here once again. He's been a very good sort of midfield player for us. After 2 successful loan spells, he's here for a 3rd. Unfortunately, though, we are not able to get Schedderman again on loan, at least not paying him anything anyway. Magdeburg not interested in sending him out this season, so I think we're going to have to do without Schedderman at right back. We have brought a new right back in, but Friedrich is still here, so he could be a backup player. But last season, Schedderman got a pretty low rating, 6.58, so probably a good thing that he wasn't here this season. And then lastly, Max Winter is now out of contract. His Leipzig contract expired. We've had him for a couple of years as well on loan, but not interested in joining us permanently. He's under interest from Karlsruhe, but we did go for a contract, but we couldn't come to an agreement. We probably could, but his wage demands, as you can see, I know he's not really interested in joining us. So we have 3 players in, and we'll start with our new right back. Tim Kircher is his name. 4-star current ability, got some potential as well. Looks like a good right back, and I think we'll be starting and playing most of our games. He's a bit more attack minded, but I think we will still play him as maybe a defender or support, just because like we're not expected to do well in the division. We really shouldn't be having like attacking fullbacks or wingbacks. But he's joined us. He was signed from Karlsruhe for £41,500. Had to spend some money for him, but that's okay. He's only just over £1,000, but he looks like a very solid right back. For the level we are, 11s and 12s is about right, so I think he's good. Physical is very well balanced. Mentally got some good ones in there as well. And technically, he's okay. Like I said, 11s and 12s are okay. Replacing Max Winter, we have another midfielder in on loan. Lukas Tomaszewski is on loan from Kaiserslautern, who, as I said, got promoted to the second division. Can play a bit deeper of a midfielder as a ball winner, or he can play as the carrier, which I'm more leaning towards than the ball winner. What stood out for me with Tomaszewski is the 16 passing. That's a nice one. Other good attributes as well. Mentally got some good ones in there. His work rate's good. Decision making, bravery. Looks like a decent midfielder, and he's got a lot sort of. He's a good-minded midfielder, it seems. Physicals as well, not too bad. 16 acceleration's good. So, 18-year-old midfielder. Looks like he might be here for at least a season. Hopefully we'll have him on for a bit longer. And then lastly, another central midfielder, very much one for the future though, Herbert Doom, although I might end up calling him Dumb. He is just a youngster, he's only 16, and he's got potential about him, whether he realises it or not, I guess it's up to us and how we use him. 13 free kicks, that's nice. Some decent physicals in there. Mentally again, aggression, bit of a concern. Might pick up some cards if he gets played, and he's brave at 15, so I think he's going to get a lot of cards, but we'll see what it's like for the future. So just the 3 signings so far. Doom costing just under £18,000 from Essen. We've got more money to play with. The finances is about £400,000. So like I said, I think next season that will probably clear itself if we get another good finish. We could end up with like £300,000, and then you've got the sponsorships and you've got all the other stuff. So hopefully that will be cleared pretty soon, but we've got loads of money to play with. We've still got a fair chunk of wage budget, so you can expect to see more players sort of in the next month, definitely. Pre-season was fine. Like I said, the assistant manager took charge of the game, so we had nothing to do with these pretty much. The inter-squad friendly was won by the senior team as Kitchen Kamarie scored. They lost 1-0 to a Wolfsburg 2 side. They drew against a Werder Bremen side, who was like the 3rd team apparently. Kamarie scoring there. They had a goalless draw against Eintracht Frankfurt. Beat Lichtenberg 1-0 with McConnell scoring. And then beat Herthero 6-2-0 with Brasnitz getting both goals. So what else do we need to add to this team? Well, if we look at our team report, it says lack quality depth in goals. So I think we definitely need a backup goalkeeper. I think we probably need another striker. Kleiner did not score a single goal last season. He was injured for a fair spell, but hasn't scored in a long time. I think we definitely need a good player for the right, because Salah isn't very good. Although he's put in some good performances, his rating isn't good. Steele's been a bit of a poor signing. Urquic's playing out there is okay, but I think we need like a natural player for that right-hand side. I think for the left, Urquic is decent, and you've got Kamarie and Talik as backup. I think we need a good player for the right-hand side. Another striker, a goalkeeper, and maybe a decent defender. I think we've got 4 good defenders. I think for the next few years, I think they'll be okay. Seaman can be here for a while. So can Halili. Dari and Bloom are the ones that probably need replacing this season. Other than that, I think we're okay. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4 players would be good. But we'll see if we can do that. Okay, let's jump into the match then. Ireland are today's opponents. Where were they expected to finish? So we know sort of what we're expecting. Not far ahead of us. So we'll see how this goes. Now, there's a few tired players in there. I think that might be because some of them have played for the under-19s not too long ago. So that's a bit of a worry, but we've got a good first team out that's fully fit, so the bench is a little bit tired. So this is the team that we're going to play against Ireland. Bernard Hendel will remain in goal and hopefully be here for a while longer. The back four today will be Joshua Silva, and then Philip Bloom, Barim Halili. Fabian Preacher will retain his place, but Tim Kircher is on the bench. He's not fully fit today, so we'll have to ease him in a little bit. The midfield, you've got Kamarie as a left winger, Tomaszewski making his debut alongside Max Kolka, and then Urkic playing on the right, Brasnich and Azemi the strike partnership. The bench isn't ideal. Kircher's tired, there's some 80s in there. The players that aren't on the bench are doing even worse. I don't really want to put Mark Uri on there. You know how I feel about putting keepers on the bench. It's bitten me on the backside before. Hopefully it doesn't do it again anytime soon. But that's what we're playing. We're staying on balanced, and the instructions we have are here. We've got this. We've got this. And we'll just change the defensive line back to standard. And that's it. Let's send the team out and let's see if we can start this season with a win. Because we've had some heavy defeats in some of these opening fixtures. 5-0 to Nordhausen springs to mind. And I think we lost 4-1 last season in our opening day. It might have been against Wiesbaden, I can't remember. But let's see how this goes. They've all been home games as well. So this is another home game. And hopefully we can win it. Let's see. We didn't end last season greatly. We got a good win against Kaiserslautern. I think we got a good draw. No, we beat Paderborn. We drew to Kaiserslautern. Excuse me. I got that completely wrong. But yeah, we did kind of stumble to the end of the season. We struggled to pick up some wins. Hopefully we sorted that out. And today we are on the ball here. 15th minute of the match. Urkic in possession here. Gives it to Tomaszewski, the debutant. He goes backwards to Bloom, the centre-back. Tomaszewski's got it back, finds Kamarie, who's got space to move into as he cuts inside and finds Urkic in space. Urkic goes for goal and we are 1-0 up. Bang on 15 minutes. That's a good start to the game. And it's Urkic that gets the first goal of our season. Tomaszewski was with a good ball for Bilal Kamarie and found Urkic in space, coming into the box. And that's a good shot past the goalkeeper into the far corner. Good start and it's 1-0 after 15 minutes. Let's see if we can build on that and try and get a good win here, because too often we've thrown these leads away and we're going to go into half-time with a lead, but hopefully we can hold on to it. Half-time, 5 shots each, but we have had more of the possession. I'm pleased with how things are going, so let's try and keep that up. Tomaszewski's on a yellow card. I thought the Carolera would sort that out. It hasn't, but that's fine. We're going straight into the second half. No need to change anything, but I'm just going to ask Tomaszewski to calm down. Hendel with a goal kick, plays it short to the left back Silva. 57th minute of the match. Tomaszewski's got the ball here, goes back to Silva. And again to Tomaszewski. Kamarie could try and go for another goal here. Kamarie making the run. Needs some help though. Brasnic is there for him. He could play through Izemi, giving it to Urkic instead, and that cross was blocked. And now Loba for Arlen, looking for the counter-attack. Here is Sessa. Needs a bit of help, goes backwards to Grupp. Sessa's got it back. And Loba now in space on the channel. Puts a good cross in there. It's well headed away by Halili. Not completely out of danger though. His bar goes for goal and does not get it on target. But that's their first big chance of the match, Arlen. Alright, about midway through this second half. I'm going to take off Tomaszewski. He's on a yellow and he's looking nervous. So Nard McConnell is going to come on in his place. We've done well here. We've defended very strongly. I think, like I've said before, our defence is good. It just makes mistakes. So, for the most part, I think we're okay. We're into the last 10 minutes. Got some tired legs out there, though. Kamarie is going to come off. In fact, we're going to move Urkic to the left. And we're going to bring on Lionel Salah. Kolka will make way for Schlick before the end of the match as well. Let's go for a tighten up, as we are just a couple of minutes away from the end of the match. It's not been a terrific game, but we're going to start the season off with a win. We'll make that last change now. Just try and run down the clock a bit. Kolka wins the ball there. Good stuff. Before coming off, but he's giving it away again. But ref whistle's going to blow any second. Hopefully they don't have a chance to try and get something from this. As long as someone tackles him out. There we go. Brilliant stuff. And that's full time. 1-0. We start the season off with a win. We were the better team there. I thought we did really, really well. Brasnic didn't really have anything to do. But we've managed to get a win. That's all that's important for me. At the start, again, just need to feel the division out and just work out who are the good teams, who are the bad teams. But I think we've done well there. I mean, other than our goal, we really didn't create much, but then they didn't create anything as well. So, like I said, I thought they had that one chance where that shot didn't hit the target. Apparently, that wasn't even a chance, but we've got the win. I just want to see how many points did teams get relegated with last season, because I didn't really look. So, 40 points did actually see someone go down. So, yeah, 40 points is what we're aiming for. We got 48 last year, so we did well. So we know what to expect from this division now. So I feel like we should be okay this season. As long as we don't suffer that second season syndrome, I think we'll be fine. And of course, we've got a few new faces coming in as well. So we'll wait and see who else is going to be joining the club. I think we'll still make, like I said, probably like 4 players would be ideal. Next time we meet, I think we'll do Hertha 2, and then we'll have the end of the transfer window, and we'll see if there's any other players that sign for us. I'd be playing 5 matches off screen, which is what I tend to aim for. 6, I could probably do 6. It might be a bit of a stretch sometimes, but I think we'll do 5 just to be safe. We'll have Hertha 2, and then we'll see where we go from there. We'll see if we sign any more players. I'm sure we will. Depends what's out there. It's kind of slim pickings in in these divisions because everyone else grabs the good players. But we will have a shop around. We'll see what we can find. I think definitely a backup goalkeeper, definitely a right winger, and then a striker and a right back, and maybe a centre back. So maybe 5 players if we can afford that. But that is going to do it for today. If you've enjoyed the video, then do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. And I will see you next episode for Hertha 2, and we'll see what new faces have joined the club, as well as the 3 that we already have. I hope you've enjoyed the extra videos I put out in the last week, the simulation videos, one that was on FM09 and one that was on a special 0304 database on FM19. If you want to see more experiment type videos and simulation type videos, then do let me know, because I quite enjoy doing them. They can be a bit of a pain to make sometimes because of how much simulation is done, but they're quite fun to make to see what happens in these scenarios. So I might bring them back. I did them a while ago, so I might bring them back for another spell, but let me know what you think. I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.